key component of any improvement project is measurement. Sometimes it is useful to know not only that we have a problem, but some indication of the magnitude of the problem. This helps us both understand the situation better and prioritise different problem areas, or areas which have the greatest potential for improvement. Measurement can help tell us we have a problem, how much of a problem, where we should spend our resources, and whether we have solved our problem. In most businesses, there are various kinds of measures, both financial and non-financial, and to have a balanced view of performance, we do need both. Financial measures are often quite historic. They tell us how well we did last year or last month. Sometimes production figures are better at telling us how well we are doing now. Sometimes our measures throw up problems or potential problems in the course of normal reporting, the month-end figures of quality, the quarter's financial results, etc. Sometimes we have to dig a little deeper and conduct a one-off analysis, perhaps in response to a feeling that something is wrong. For most jobs, measurement is actually very simple. For example, we can usually measure quite simply things such as output levels, the number of things produced per hour, per shift, or per day. Quality levels, the number of things that did not meet the quality specification in that same time period and had to be scrapped or reworked. Labour input, the number of labour hours that were required to produce a certain amount of output. Material input, the amount of raw material and the number of components that went into a certain amount of output. Space, the space taken up by all of the steps in a process. Throughput time, the average time between raw materials entering the factory and finished products using those same raw materials leaving the factory. Cycle times, the average time to carry out each part of the overall process. From these simple measures, we can get some very useful information. For example, the total time obtained by adding all of the cycle times will almost certainly be quite a bit less than the total throughput time. The rest of the throughput time is waiting and wasted time. Businesses talk about key performance indicators, those measures that address the really important factors and processes within the business. We talk also about critical performance indicators, indicators that are not only important or key, but critical in the sense that we need to get data on some factors or issues in time to act before real damage is done. If a production line starts producing faulty goods, it's no use learning about that at the end of the week. We need to know now so we can act immediately. For example, we might think that measuring our energy usage is very important, part of our green agenda. However, it is unlikely that it will allow us to take swift action to change what we do. So it might be an important or key indicator, but it is not a critical indicator. If we measure the quality of parts coming off a machine, however, as soon as defects are spotted, we can stop the machine and adjust it before doing too much damage. So our measurement regime should include both key and critical performance indicators, which alert us to possible problems. Our measurement regime should also include a basket of measures that enable us to take a balanced view of performance across the organisation. Otherwise, we are in danger of taking suboptimal decisions which change the things we are measuring, but also change, perhaps in the wrong way, things we are not measuring. Concentrating on throughput, for example, is no use if increasing throughput has a negative effect on quality. We also need to understand performance drivers. What is it that makes indicators move up or down? What drives performance change? This is where we need to focus our attention. Measurement is thus a cornerstone of our ability to understand what is happening and why.